Still a lot of snow on the ground, but temperatures a little bit milder in southern Ontario on Friday. Climbed up to the 1 degree mark. That's not bad, considering that on Christmas morning it was closer to -17. So a lot of people out and about. Here's the thing, temperatures in southern Ontario are about to really shoot up for the weekend. We're talking about 4 or 5 degrees, but that will not last long. By Monday, back into the cold, -8 for a high, give or take, around southern Ontario. So very cold. We've got snow to our north. Not much happening in southern Ontario, at least not through the weekend. If you see anything, it'll be cloud cover and maybe a flurry or two as the system passes by, but we're going to miss it by and large in the south. Temperatures on Saturday morning, again, bumping up above the freezing mark, which is pretty nice. Toronto's long-range forecast looks like this. 4 degrees on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and there's that -8 I was talking about, -10 on New Year's Day. That's cold. Okay, I don't know how many of you will be out and about, but I'm thinking if you're doing a polar bear dip, that could be really problematic with a high of -10. Just putting it out there. 1 degree Saturday and Sunday in Orangeville, -10, -11. You get the story here. Temperatures are really going to plunge by the time we get into our long-range forecast. So that's going to be happening right across the country, starting in the west and continuing into Ontario. And again, not a lot of snow with this, but the temperatures are going to be drastic. Okay, I'm going to go to Nicole Karkic now. She's got this really great story about a fascinating scientific discovery. Take a look. Right? I think a lot of people have been hibernating over the holidays because it has been so cold, and of course with the ice storm that we had and people without power, and maybe a tree or two came down on your property, so you've been working like that. I have a little bit of good news, So we have temperatures that are climbing through the weekend, which is great if you need a break from the cold. On the downside, however, you have to keep in mind that these warmer temperatures could lead to melting ice, which is fine for the most part, but falling chunks of ice, not good, especially downtown Toronto. Ice coming off of buildings or wires or branches and you're walking. That's not going to be a good scenario. So it's one of those heads up kind of scenarios. Okay, so snow to our north. We're not going to see a whole lot in southern Ontario. If you're going up to ski country, it's been perfect there. I mean, great ski conditions. Temperature Saturday morning, extremely mild. 2 degrees, Toronto, St. Catharines, Hamilton. Think about Christmas morning. It was -17 in Toronto. 2 degrees is a welcome break, I think, for some. Cloudy conditions for part of Saturday afternoon. The snow stays to the north, so you don't have to worry about that. You're in the warm sector. That's great. But by Monday, temperatures are going to drop drastically. So we're looking at 3 degrees Saturday and Sunday in Brampton, for example, -8 Monday and Tuesday, and then on New Year's Day, -10. Let's go to Nicole now for this. If you're in a polar bear dip, I have some news for you. It's not going to be easy. There's the January outlook. Blue in the east. Yeah, that's a lot of the country that is colder than average as we take a look at our long-range forecast. Warm, though, for Saturday and Sunday. By Monday, things change. We're going to see the cool down begin. And then by Wednesday, we're talking about minus double digits as daytime highs. When we look at these kinds of maps, the darker the blue, the purple colors, those are an indication that it's getting colder. And we can see a lot of that across the north, the purple, certainly in the prairies. We don't really get that cold in southern Ontario, but it's pretty close. Look at this Tuesday afternoon as temperatures drop. So we have an Alberta Clipper. It's whipping across the west as we speak. Temperatures are plunging behind it. It's dropping snow and bringing in blowing snow as well. We're going to see that move in, and behind it, the cold Arctic air. So we won't see a whole lot of snow in southern Ontario with this. In fact, it's going to be a pretty decent weekend. What you have to watch for is the falling ice because of the melting. But it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when temperatures drop. Do you know how to officially measure snow? There's a science behind that. Here's Jacqueline.